When the temperature drops to freezing, most people think survival means heavy gear, tents or bulky sleeping bags. But what if I told you there's a way to create a heated shelter that fits in your pocket, can be set up in minutes, and keeps you warmer than you might expect? Today, I'm going to show you how to turn a small patch of dirt, a couple of candles, and some reflective blankets into a micro-shelter that can make the difference between shivering all night and staying alive. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends who love survival skills, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss these practical, history-inspired survival hacks. Start by finding a tree with a sturdy trunk and some natural wind protection. The tree isn't just a landmark, it becomes part of your shelter's structure, providing a solid back and blocking wind. Dig a small hole in the ground, just deep enough to sit in comfortably while crouching. You're essentially creating a pit that helps trap heat around you and protects against cold drafts. A shallow depression also allows the heat from your candles to accumulate rather than dissipate immediately. Take care not to dig too deep, as you want to maintain quick access and ensure ventilation isn't compromised. The ground itself is critical. Cold ground will sap your heat quickly, so clear the area of snow, ice or damp leaves. You can even line the hole with a thin layer of dry leaves, grass, or even pine needles. These act as natural insulation and prevent your heat from being drawn into the earth. Early humans understood this instinctively. They often slept in shallow depressions or natural hollows to stay warm. Here's where modern survival meets ancient ingenuity. I'm using 2 mylar survival blankets taped together. One blanket alone can feel small and flimsy, but when doubled, it traps a surprising amount of heat. Wrap the blankets around yourself tightly, like a baked potato, while crouching in your dugout hole with your back against the tree. This position helps maximize your body heat and reflects candle warmth directly toward you. I tape fishing weights to the bottom edges of the blankets. This may seem like a small detail, but wind is relentless. The weights prevent the blankets from flapping or letting heat escape. Small innovations like this are what separate improvisation from effective survival. Even in historical times, people would weigh down coverings or tie them down to prevent drafts. These simple lessons still apply today. The heat source is simple. Small candles. Place them at the bottom of the shelter, but never too close to your blankets or skin. Safety is paramount. Keep your face slightly outside of the shelter, ensuring you get fresh air while still enjoying the heat trapped inside. This mimics the principle of ventilation used in primitive shelters, where smoke or heat needed a way out to prevent suffocation. Inside this tiny shelter, the temperature difference is dramatic. Outside, it might be 28 degrees. Inside, it climbs to around 61 degrees. This isn't just warmth, it's a lifeline. The reflective blankets bounce candlelight and heat around, creating a mini thermal bubble. The small space and reflective surfaces multiply the effectiveness of a heat source that seems trivial on its own. You're literally converting minimal resources into maximum survival comfort. The genius of this method lies in physics and, well, human ingenuity. Mylar blankets trap infrared heat, preventing it from escaping. The pit reduces exposure to wind and cold air. Candles provide a steady, controllable heat source, and weights keep the structure intact. Each element complements the others. Historically, people have relied on similar principles: insulated clothing, earth shelters, and controlled fires. You're simply adapting these techniques to a modern, compact survival scenario. What makes it especially powerful is speed and portability. This setup can be carried in a backpack or even a large coat pocket. In situations where traditional gear is unavailable, this microshelter provides immediate protection. It's a reminder that survival isn't about size or quantity of equipment. It's about using what you have intelligently. Keep your movements minimal once you're inside. Every motion increases heat loss. Avoid breathing directly onto the blankets to prevent moisture buildup, which can dramatically reduce insulation efficiency. Position your candles where they won't tip over and maintain enough distance to prevent accidental fires. Small adjustments, like securing the blankets or layering additional leaves underneath, can increase comfort and safety substantially. You can also experiment with multiple candles or smaller reflective panels to focus heat toward your core. Even a single extra candle can push the internal temperature several degrees higher, which in freezing conditions can be the difference between comfort and hypothermia. This tiny survival shelter proves that with a little knowledge, a few simple materials and smart placement, you can stay warm and protected even in harsh conditions. It's compact, portable, and rooted in principles humans have used for centuries. If you take anything from today's video, let it be this: survival isn't about having the most gear. It's about using what you have wisely, efficiently and safely. If you found this guide valuable, share it with fellow history and survival enthusiasts, comment below with your thoughts or experiences, and make sure to subscribe to WARFRONT Survival. Your support helps us keep uncovering practical survival methods inspired by history and real-world scenarios.